Well, hello out there, everybody.
Ha!
How are y'all doing tonight? I'm Gilbo, the ganja-free gorilla.
And I'm Ricky the Rape Free Rape!
We're broadcasting for reverse legalization now to teach lessons on the scientific importance of understanding the extreme dangers of the marijuana cactus.
That's right! So, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Hopefully keeping it safe and weed free!
Remember, if you see any stoners out there, you suspect anybody of maybe doing weed, you need to call law enforcement immediately and get away for your safety.
That's right! Because stone junkies, they're very dangerous. If they're weed raids, they'll attack you for no reason.
They will do it. Sometimes it's because they're craving more hemp money. Sometimes it's because they want to eat human flesh. A lot of the times it's because they like violence.
That's right. You know what it is every time they get out there and they're high on weed trips, they're just looking for somebody to terrorize. And that's what they do for fun.
Marijuana is a very disturbing poison because it makes people, well, what used to be people, they aren't people anymore once they use weed. And it makes them want to do dark and demented things to mess up the world.
That's right. You know what those stuff the stone junkies do? There's some sick and twisted things they've been up to.
Whenever you see evil, you are probably looking at the results of shooting pot.
Exactly. They go from shooting bong in their anus, and next thing you know, they're robbing banks.
Then you know they're out starting wars and wiping out people just left and right. They're killers. You know, every serial killer you've ever heard of, all of those junkies like Charles Manson and Richard Ramirez, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, all of them were stoner junkies. They all use marijuana weed, and that's why they wanted to go out and kill people.
That's exactly right, Gilbo. So anyways, we got us some viewers. Come on, people, start commenting.
We want to hear from everybody, but this week we really want to hear from stoner junkies who think they know how to argue with science.
You can't argue with science. Science proves you wrong every time.
Science has thoroughly proven the dangers of marijuana hemp drugs. If you argue against that, you're arguing with medical science.
Can't argue with medical science.
Well, it takes being bong delusional to do it.
That's right. Thing is, you got so many people that are delusional because of the weed drugs, and they don't care. They're just out there trying to cause trouble, and they're trying to spread lies. We're here to spread truth. Ain't that right, Gilbo?
That's right. And we understand truth because we studied the works of Dr. Richard Fitzwell, who's the great doctor who understands what marijuana is doing to our world.
Marijuana is making our world a sad and despicable place. I mean, we got to share this planet with people who inject weed drugs. Why should we have to share it with them? They need to be in space.
Well, the good news is that according to Dr. Richard Fitzwell's tremendously accurate research, by the year 2030, all of the stoner junkies will be either locked up in ganja rehab gulags, shot into space, or will have already overdosed or been eaten by other stoner junkies.
Yeah, one can only hope. At least I know I could. Oh, look, we got some comments, Gilbo. See what people are saying.
Well, there might be stoner junkies, but we'll find out.
What you asking for, Nick? Ain't nothing funny. No, you don't, sir. You don't need to inject anything. You need to stay weed free.
That's right. All right. Stay weed free. That's an order by the government, too. That law was passed by legislators who know what's best for you. They
The
used to
government would
make,
never steal your wrong.
well, also, once we have all the stoner junkies locked away or shot into space by 2030, then we can go ahead and make the hemp cactus extinct.
That's right.
We have dedicated warriors with reverse legalization now, working more on that with the World Deforestation Project. The World Deforestation Project is a mission to tear down all the forest on Earth to bring the reefer tree even closer to extinction.
I mean, why do we even need forests? What do they do for this planet?
Well, one of the problems is stoner junkies grow their marijuana trees and hide them among the other trees. They're harder to find and tear down.
I mean, there's no good in having forests on this planet. That just makes it easier for them to break the law.
That's been part of the problem too. All these reaper creeps doing their stuff from things that grow out in the woods, hidden behind other trees. So we got to take down all the trees. Then nobody can have their marijuana drug trees.
That's right.
We'll be closer to the golden age of hemp-free Earth.
I'm looking forward to it just like everyone else is. I'm going to drink a little bit of beer, but I'm going to turn around so the children don't see me. I'm going to be a good role model. Even though I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking alcohol.
Well, I'm saying to the boys and girls out there that when you grow up, make sure that if you're going to do something, put in your body, make sure it's at least medicinal alcohol, because that'll build your body cells and help you grow even more. And it makes your brain bigger. But if you shoot pot, that'll cause a degradation of your brain and cause it to disintegrate.
Exactly. Did you know that the average marijuana drug user's brain is the size of a baseball?
That's right. And every time a junkie uses hemp weed, the brain decreases in size another 10%.
In fact, people that are, I can't call them people, but those that have been using it for 10 years or more have the size of a golf ball in their head.
At that point, it can't even really be considered a brain anymore. We got to come up with a new word for it.
I mean, you got like Cheech and Chong, their brains are the size of peas right now.
We should call it brain residue, because it's just stuff that's residue from what used to be a brain.
Yep, if you keep on, your brain will be the size of a grain of sand.
That's exactly right. So, boys and girls, you got to stop as much of that as you can by reporting everybody you suspect of being a stoner, even your parents and their friends, and they'll thank you for it later. If you think your parents' friends might be stoner junkies or your parents maybe did some weed one time, you need to call the police right away for your safety and theirs and get them some help.
That's right. Dang, we got one more comment. Let me read it. You don't see Jose Cuervo, Alyssa's not here with us tonight, sir.
Yeah, Alyssa can't be here tonight, but she'll be on the show later.
Oh, crap.
What we have here?
Mace Surfy says he's smoking right now.
Oh.
Yeah, this time report him.
I'm calling the Texas Rangers. I'll be right back.
That's right.
You're going to get you, junkie.
That's right. Zap. Anyways, we're just here in Reverse Legalization Now Studios at our good friend Jeff Rodorfus' lake house in Butte, Mississippi, which is gonna be on later on tonight with Johnny Weed Hater. We got a show for everybody. It's gonna be a good show. So what the police say about that junkie saying he's smoking?
I called the Texas Rangers and said, I just gave them the name and said he was posting on the Reverse Legalization Now page. And they said, we'll take it from here.
That's right.
They're about to have you surrounded out there What's the junkie's name?
Mace, I think. I don't know.
You know who you are, junkie. Here they come.
Woo, 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 woo.
About to take you to Guantanamo Bay.
That's right.
Also, while I'm at it, while I'm talking about this, I want to remind everybody we're going to have a bake sale coming up soon, and we'll announce the time and date later.
Oh, wait a second. It's like, don't worry, it's a cigarette. We'll let proper authorities find that out for you. See, wait now. Nice
That's
try.
to be determined. We'll see what happens.
Wait, what are you saying there, Jacob? Drop on a 12-inch dildo to prove your vigilance? Are you trying to make fun of us? Huh?
What did this junkie say?
I don't know, this junkie's weird. He's talking about dildos and stuff.
Now you just take your Reaper Creek perversion somewhere else, stalker bomber.
That's right.
We spray weed repellent at stalker bombers.
That's right. Got another copy. I'll read this one too. Can't get up and do this every time. Where's Cuervo? Alyssa's not here with us tonight.
We're not Alyssa.
Some of us like better drinks than Jose Cuervo, even though it is good.
I'm going to knock out a 6-pack of Budweiser 16 ounces after this broadcast.
Say we're hackers. These stoner junkies are just...
Now, everybody sees the kind of filth that happens with these Reaper Creeks. We can't have them in our community.
No, we can't. When we got Reaper Creeks in our community, that's when things go wrong.
We will not put up with any of that Reaper Creepery.
We need to get all Reaper Creeks locked in cages. It's where they belong.
That's exactly right, too.
Damn, this beer's good.
Well, we're going to have a bake sale soon to raise money to arrest more stoner junkies. We had one recently, too. The bake sale we had a week ago, well, it was tomorrow, it would have been a week. It was last Saturday. We made $25. That brings us $25 closer to the golden age of hemp-free earth.
Hey, every step counts. They're all y'all making fun of us and heckling us. You know what? You might be laughing now, but you won't be laughing when it all comes down.
Now, the brownies, we sold brownies at it. We got those from one of our associates in Jamaica.
Those are some good brownies too, by the way.
Yeah, I ate a bunch of brownies after I was really drunk. I passed out pretty fast.
Oh man, whatever you put in them brownies there, those things are good, good, good.
I went to sleep immediately.
That's right. So anyways, I'm gonna turn around and drink the beer, just be good for the kids. I know some people don't like their kids to see drinking, even though there ain't nothing wrong with it.
I also want to update everybody and tell them that the war in Canada is still going on, where our private forces invaded Canada to fight the hemp legalization. And I'll tell you what, we got some victories coming up too. Montana Volunteer Coast Guard doing some astounding heroic work there.
That's right. See, thing is we got warriors all around the world fighting against marijuana drugs and the criminals that use them. Did you hear about our chapter in the United Arab Emirates?
That's right.
Yep, they brought several people to justice over there. Their laws are strict. 3 people were already punished by stoning.
In some countries, if you do pot, they'll cut your hands off.
Yep, that's not all they do. I really think we need that kind of laws here in America. It's like you smoke weed, you get stoned.
That's right. Getting stoned for getting stoned.
Exactly.
The way to handle things. And I think if we can get away with it, we need to have marijuana defendants sitting in the electric chair during trials. And then once the jury says guilty, just right then, the judge flips a switch. That's the end of it.
Exactly.
That's instant justice.
But, you got too many of these people, oh, you can't do that. That's just wrong.
Well, they don't care about society.
They really don't.
They want stoner junkery going on everywhere. Don't care about it. Probably because they're helping themselves.
Exactly. We need to find out who the marijuana criminals are in this nation and get them locked up before this sickness spreads. You ever see them zombie movies where zombie bites a person and that person becomes a zombie? That's the same concept. Marijuana drugs are spreading and infecting people's minds.
Those movies are based on what really happens because we see it all around us. Pot zombies will be doing weed tokes and shooting hemp injections, snorting off bong needles. Next thing you know, they're just walking around and murderous hazes and killing everybody. And we can't have that because when they infect other people, they don't. They don't die. They're pot zombies too. And then they just spread the pot zombie virus everywhere.
It's a virus that's spreading real like wildfire in this nation. That's why so many states are legalizing this junk. Our legislators are infected in the brain with the THC virus.
Yeah. A lot of them are being paid off by the big marijuana corporation too. Big marijuana corporation is the world's biggest hemp cartel, and they're out to wipe out all of their customers. They're paying off state legislatures to bring in state level marijuana legalization. And it's about destroying society and the environment.
It's like thank God we got states like Texas where they still lock up marijuana criminals and full penalties. That's right.
All right, Texas.
I'll check for a comment here. See who else commenting. Ain't nobody. Oh, we got more comments just ain't showed up yet. You want to listen? She's not here tonight. She's busy at the bar. Say we're from Pakistan. We're from America. You see that flag behind us? Sarah? That's right. Yes, $25 is a perfect amount to raise. We got somebody report. Darren says he's gonna smoke joints and kill.
Okay, I'm going to go text the Texas Rangers right now about that.
Yeah. Can't hear a word I said. That's right, Reese. Thank you, Nick. That prescription. Wow, some of these comments. Got some good comments. We got some people just grabbing their phone.
Mission accomplished right here.
That's right.
Gotcha,
No
Stoner. Gotcha, Stoner.
That's right. So anyways.
You want to confess right here? Go ahead. You want to confess? I'll go ahead and let the Texas Rangers, the United Nations, and the League of Nations, and let them all know about it. My liberal watching this broadcast right now, too.
Because no, y'all all being watched. Being watched very, very, very closely.
Well, Ricky, you want to sing a song?
Oh, yeah. What song do you think we all sing? I got my guitar with me. Wait, turn around, take a drink of alcohol.
We could sing If You're a Stoner and You Know It.
All right. And I got a treat for y'all. I got musical instruments.
I do, too.
That's right. Whoa. Brought my guitar with me.
Here's my synthesizer. We're going to put on the jam session.
If you're a story, Yay!
All right.
That's our jam! Weed free!
Weed-free jam right there.
See, we're professional musicians. We don't need weed to sound good.
We can sometimes just get on a riff and just go at it, just jam for a long time.
That's
Everybody-
right.
Well, this is about that time when the show when I need to go and make room for Jeffo to come in.
But we gotta do some reading first. You forgot about that?
Read what?
Do some reading. Remember?
Oh, I'm gonna read some mail.
Mailers.
Okay. I'll read the mail.
That's right. We got 2 letters. One from a hater, one from whichever one you want to read first there, Gildo.
Right here we have a friendly letter from Jim in Wilmer, Alabama.
That's right, Jim. It's good dude.
Jim's a patriot. He said, "Dear heroes, thank you so much for what you do. We live in a world where pot zombies are walking around in murderous hazes and killing everybody around them. I miss the days when a doperhead could get 20 years for a roach in the ashtray. If we still had that, there'd be a lot less degeneracy attacking our Christian communities. Back in my day, people drank beer and liquor, and we realized the urgent threat of the stoner creed. If Jesus were here right now, he would be at war with the stoners and sending all of these widow freaks back to hell. Thank you for reminding civilization that earth is for God's people and the reaper creeps are trespassing." Jim.
That's real patriot right there.
Jim makes some really good points there about how things used to be and how things could be so beautiful again if we just get the marijuana policies right.
That's
what
right.
we're doing. We're working on that, and we're going to create a marijuana-free world.
Marijuana-free planet. And there's nothing you junkies can do to stop us.
You can't get in the way of justice.
But we got one right here. She got mad because we were spreading our message of truth on a page. And that's what we do. But
This is from
anyways.
an angry stoner junkie in a bong rage, like they all are. I mean, all stoner junkies are in a constant state of reefer rage as long as they keep doing their deadly poison. They'll eventually overdose or die of spontaneous pothead combustion, maybe get blown up in a hemp lab explosion. Something's going to happen sooner or later. But in the meantime, they just stay in dangerous states of psychotic bong rage. Well, this hateful stoner junkie is Jessica in Maryland. And she writes us, "Dear lying assholes, I came across your bullshit page when I was following a news story about a recent marijuana bust. You were very rude in the comments section and disrespected everybody who didn't agree with your fascist views. You called me a junkie and said you called the Texas Rangers on me. I have epilepsy, and the only way I can control my seizures is with medical cannabis. Are you saying you would rather see me die? If so, you are the worst fucked up motherfuckers on the planet, not just to me, but to all users of medicinal cannabis. Everybody who respects freedom. Hope all of you cold-hearted scumbag dies in a slow, painful death. Hurry up and die. Fuck you, Jessica."
Wow, there's just language in that shows her morals.
That was a bunch of reefer rage ramble right there. That's a bunch of hateful bong babble, And it shows you what happens when a junkie shoots weed. They go into that state. She was not far from killing other people, probably already has by now, if the Texas Rangers didn't get to her in time, because I reported her as soon as I saw this. This is some evil, vile hemp filth right here.
You know, talk about epilepsy, and it's just bull crap. Everybody knows that epilepsy is just an excuse they use so they can get high.
Shooting weed is one of the main things that causes epilepsy. And as far as medical experts are concerned, this is the only known cause.
It's only known cause according to Dr. Richard Fitzwell, who's always right and correct.
He has never been proven wrong one time.
They claim they proved them wrong, but that's just because their claims are wrong and they're wrong.
See a lot of people doing things like they're gathering in wheelchairs, or you see people having supposed seizures in public. A lot of times they're just trying to get marijuana drugs. If you see a big group of people in wheelchairs, they're probably getting together and coming up with excuses to get help. And they're going to use it and get abusive toward others.
That's right. I'm going to check some comments. I think we got a few more since I last looked.
Always make sure you report groups of people in wheelchairs, because they're probably standing junkies up to no good.
Says that they're a racial couple. What? Sir? They're racist.
What kind of bomb bottle was that?
They're all smoking watch. Oh, we got another one with power.
Oh no, who got?
My medical high. Oh, we got two report. Two stoner junkies. They're openly admit using marijuana drugs.
What are their names?
We got Ryan Sick. I don't know how to pronounce it. Something. Ryan something. Sir Weeds. Well, her name's even got the word weed in it. So they've been both reported.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell the Texas Rangers just keep watching this broadcast, because we have one confession after another coming in.
It's like these people have no shame. No shame whatsoever.
Hi ho, it's off to rehab jail they go.
Hi ho, to prison here we'll go. That's right. That's right.
That's a confession, B, for stoner junkies. Go ahead and admit your crimes, and Texas Rangers are watching. Go ahead.
That's right. So anyways, has everybody partaken of safe, legal alcoholic beverages tonight? I know I am. Hey, where's that bottle?
That was Jeffrey who had that bottle.
Oh, that's right.
He'll be in here in a little bit. But...
Oh, okay. Well, I hope he shares with me.
I'm going to go get Jeffrey right now.
All
We
right.
got a few words to say on the program.
That's right. So Jeffrey O'Durfus is coming. He's going to be here soon. But everybody say, thank Gilbo for his contribution to tonight's show.
Thank you, Ricky. Enjoyed being here. Good night to all you real people out there, but not you stoner junkies. You go check yourselves in to your local SWAT teams right now.
That's right.
Before we report you.
So anyways, hope everybody's keeping safe and weed free. I know I am. Ain't no weed drugs going in this body. Not a single weed drug. I'm fixing to take another drink of alcohol. While we're waiting on Jeffro, I'm going to play y'all some tunes on my guitar. That's right. It's living in our Christian nation. And what I need on the station is living in our Christian nation. Yeah. 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 Alrighty. Well, without further ado, let me introduce our friend and special guest, Jeff Dorfus.
What's going on?
How's
man.
it going?
All right. How y'all doing out there?
Yeah!
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah!
All right, man. Woo! I am enjoying the program tonight, man.
Thank you, Jeff, bro!
Important messages being stated over here, too. All right. Well, see y'all out there again. I heard we had a few comments from Stoner Junkies earlier.
Speaking with them, I'll look at some comments again, see what other people are saying. Can't look at them from back here, but
You shooting hemp over here. You do not. You come to our page talking a bunch of hemp nonsense. Just understand, we're going to debate you. Okay, we'll debate you. We're also going to call law enforcement on you. Because we're not going to have you in our communities. This is the real America.
What? Love is kush. Damn, this ass is up. This Clingerman guy needs to get party.
Well, Gilbo was just talking about how he had it arranged where the Texas Rangers are reading all these comments. They're seeing these confessions. They're sending out big masses of law enforcement officials to surround these creeps, take them into the rehab jails and ganja gulags.
Why, thank you, right, even though you've been recorded on my guitar. That's right, I'm not singing, I'm not Stoner Junkie. I actually have talent, and I'm not. But anyways, enough about all that, though. Don't get me all upset.
Do the bottle, not the bomb.
Jeff, bro, you gotta share a little bit with me. Gotta share, come on, buddy.
Oh man, you got your beer.
Come on!
You got
Don't fucking argue with me.
Well, I want a Bud Light then. Cutting into my alcohol supply.
Hey, all right, you got. Here you go.
I'm gonna back to this in a minute too.
I'm gonna turn my head so I ain't sick like the children say.
Next time I'll bring you a bottle.
Thank you.
Now, so I'm gonna talk to everybody about. All right, as I told you, a few months ago or so, my monster truck, Stoner Crusher, was my main one. I have a few monster trucks. Stoner Crusher's the main one I've been driving in shows. I'm doing a lot of shows in Mobile, Alabama. Been up to North Carolina, done some in South Carolina. I did 3 of them this week in Mississippi. Doing my monster truck shows. Half the proceeds of my monster truck shows go to funding law enforcement and private organizations who are out to bust stoner junkies. And we've written about those, got a lot of them. We got crews of people riding around in buses. They just ride around on party buses and drink, have a good old time, and they have binoculars and stuff on the lookout for stoner junkies, and they report them to law enforcement so we can have safer communities. Now, half the money I make from monster truck shows goes to that, and we're the cars I'm crushing, or all the vehicles I'm crushing, were confiscated from stoner junkies. Okay, so law enforcement catches up with these ganja goons and then takes their property like they should, immediately, no questions asked. Even before trial. I mean, law enforcement knows somebody's a stoner junkie. They're just going to, they'll go ahead and take their stuff. Then we take these vehicles to my monster truck shows, and I ride over a bunch of times and I crush them. Now, y'all didn't come out and watch that. It's entertainment, and the money goes to a good cause. Because I'll use that money and pay for even more junkies to be arrested, so I can get even more vehicles to crush. And the cycle continues.
That's right. Thing is stoner junkies don't have rights because they're not people.
Exactly. You cannot find anywhere in the U.S. Constitution where it says stoner. Okay? They don't have rights. Stoners do not have rights, and it was not granted in the Constitution. The 10th Amendment says the Constitution doesn't say it, but it's up to the states. But, tell you what, it does have a few clauses in the Constitution that say it's okay to arrest stoners. So you can arrest stoners, doesn't mean they have rights.
Did y'all know that in legal states you can still citizens arrest stoner junkies? That just says that the police can't mess with them. You as a private citizen can still do citizens arrest and hold them in place until the feds come.
That's exactly right. So if you suspect somebody of hemp activity, now the cops might not be there right then to arrest them, but what you can do is go ahead, put them in a headlock, all right? Put them in a headlock in full Nelson and start yelling for the police. Somebody will hopefully go get the police, and then you will have assisted in the arrest of that junkie.
That's right. So just food for thought, y'all. It's like you can go to Colorado and do citizens arrests of junkies all day long.
That's right, because Colorado, you have a bunch of hemp criminals. Now they say, oh, it's legal, it's legal. It is not legal federally. It is not legal internationally. Ask the League of Nations if marijuana is legal and see what they say. They'll laugh in your face because there's international law against using hemp. I can't use it, can't sell it. So all these junkies in Colorado and Oregon and Washington State and all these places, they're breaking federal international law, and they're subject to gulag just as much as a stoner junkie in Texas.
Exactly. I think it would be nice once we bring back strict penalties. I think the death penalty for repeat marijuana offenders would be perfect. That's what this nation needs. They're going the right direction.
Stoner junkie needs at least 30 years in the electric chair. Okay, so especially if they're getting waterborne reconditioning counseling during it, that will teach them not to use that hemp spinach anymore.
That's right. I'm gonna look at some more comments. And by the way, we're just waiting on our good friend Johnny Weed Hater to show up.
All right.
What? Are we boyfriends? No. Why are you even talking all that crap?
Who out there can't handle the truth? Make your case. Say something. You think we're wrong about science?
Oh, Brian says, who cares about the union? You'll care when they're at your doorstep, won't you?
Whoa. Cares about the union?
The United Nations.
Oh, yeah, you'll care about the United Nations. They got your butt surrounded, junkie.
That's right. But hey,
tell us how you like Guantanamo Bay. We want to hear about it.
Oh, crap. We're getting a phone call. Hello. Oh, hey, Johnny. Oh, we'll come let you in. Hey, it's been great seeing everybody. Well, I gotta make room for Johnny Wayne later. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
All right, Ricky. Good talking to you. All All right, that was Ricky the Reefer-Free Rabbit. He left for a little bit. He's going to be replaced here in a minute by the great musician, the legendary musician, Johnny Weed Hater. Johnny's going to come in here and talk some more sense about how to handle the marijuana problem. And he's going to play maybe a song or something. No, because he's got his guitar here. No, also on the agenda. Okay, something you need to understand. You got these concert acts coming to your town. You'll hear about them. Sometimes they'll be in the news or read about it on the internet. Now, I think every citizen has a responsibility to find out which of these concert acts are marijuana junkie acts. All right? So look into their history, look what they sung about, look at the clothes they wear. Just look at their attitudes and try to figure out if they are hemp criminals. If they are hemp criminals, you need to call either your local or international law enforcement and inform them that there are stoner junkies coming to town trying to spread dangerous ideas about doing marijuana drugs. Okay, because that's what we're cracking down on. Cracking down on marijuana drugs, we're all in this together, unless you're a Reefer Creek. Then you're not. Then you are against America, you are against humanity, and you are destroying the environment. Sea levels rapidly rising. Al Gore's house on the beach is about to get water in it any day now. Because melting of Antarctica and the melting of the North Pole. North Pole's completely melted already. Antarctica's melting even more. That's why we're already seeing some of New York City underwater. Okay, that's how you explain that. Got some of New York City underwater because of all this bone needle smoke in the atmosphere, melting the poles, melting the other ice. We can't just melt all the ice out there and not expect to see consequences. So anybody using a bone needle is part of the problem. So remember, report all that. Remember, you got the power to use your phone and call local, federal, international law enforcement. And you can put somebody in a headlock or full Nelson as long as you need to until law enforcement arrives. All right, now, earlier Gilbo was talking about the war in Canada. Okay, I've been there a few times, and I'm going to participate even more, and we got a bunch of forces going at it, so support the troops. Support the special private forces in Canada fighting stoner junkies. All right, now our buddy's here. Everybody, here's the great and talented, legendary Johnny Weed Hater.
Yeah! Yeah! That's right! Hello, folks. Hello. Y'all like my new hats? It's America! Woohoo!
Brought some Bud Light for the party.
I sure did.
Dangerous
I
marijuana.
sure did.
Marijuana is dangerous. We're here to teach you all about it.
That's right. How kid you not? I mean, Ricky talked for a little bit, and Ricky's telling me he's really getting out there and spreading the message of truth.
I appreciate all he's doing. Appreciate what he's doing.
Rabbits out there like him.
Ricky is spreading a positive message for everybody, people of all ages. Well, what's been going on with you? How's your tour going?
Oh, pretty good. I come across people. What was it, Normal and Tifa? They come to my concerts and try to shut me down, but they can't shut down the message of truth. You can't shut it down.
You see any representatives of the Libertarian Party?
Oh, I see them all the time, but you know what? I report them to the proper authorities, so I don't have to see them for very long.
Libertarian Party sticker or posting anything supporting the Libertarian page on Facebook, or saying any of their silly little slogans like, oh, my body belongs to me, not you. You come across these people, or these degenerates, understand, affiliation with libertarianism is admission of support for THC terrorism.
That's right. No, the thing is, you got these libertarians over here talking about they're selfish. They're very selfish.
They're a terrorist group.
They don't think that they think that they have this weird idea in their head that they don't owe anything to society, which is not the case. They owe a lot to society. In fact, they're stealing.
They forget whose society this is. Now, it says it right there in the book of Ishmael that God gave earth through the hemp-free. This is a planet created for non-users of marijuana drugs. Okay, now, all these stoner junkies and all these hemp criminals and ganja goons all over the place, they are not on their planet. This is our planet. It says right there in the Bible. That is open shut in a court case.
The thing is like they hate, especially Ishmael, the book of Ishmael, chapter 4, verse 20. That one right there gets everybody all upset. Just basically saying it was like where Satan spilled a seed upon the earth. And it's like these junkies try to argue with us, try to even say that Ishmael ain't even in the Bible.
Junkies want to argue with the Bible, so they're arguing with God. Okay, so they think they can argue with God. They think they can argue with medical experts.
You can't.
They think they can argue with proven science.
You can't.
They're just delusional wackos who are dangerous to society.
There's just so much dangerous about marijuana drug addicts out there that you don't know what to think, Even
if they aren't craving your flesh, I mean, they always are, but if they weren't, still, you see a stoner, you don't know when that stoner might suddenly just blow up from spontaneous pothead combustion.
Exactly. It can happen any minute. I mean, as soon as you take that first toke, it can happen 1 second, it can happen 30 years later.
And when it does, the thing is, it sets off chain reactions. There are other stoners around them. They got all that mess in their blood. It's flammable. They blow up too, and then it's just this whole chain reaction of it. That was part of what went wrong at the Woodstock Hemp Festival. There were a lot of overdoses on weed, but one of the other things that happened was stoner junkies started blowing up spontaneously, and that caused other ones to blow up, and they caused other ones to blow up. There's a big chain reaction. Stoner junkies blowing up at Woodstock. How can you support legalization of hemp cactus after something like that? Knowing that, you cannot support legalization of it. And support legalization of it is proof of criminal activity, because it takes a criminal to support legalization of hemp.
Exactly. Oh, Jeffrey, I just noticed when you shave your mustache.
Oh man, I shaved this off back in October.
I got you. It's been a minute since I seen
Shaved it off then, yeah. Been clean shaven ever since then. I might grow it back later, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, shit. Everybody's got to do a little makeover. Madonna makes herself over every 20
all the
years.
time.
Exactly.
All the time. Yeah, I'm doing all these monster truck shows, I'm on tour a lot. Wanting to just kind of get a new look for that. But,
hey, I don't blame you. So anyways, folks, I've been doing a lot of traveling. We're here in Butte, Mississippi tonight.
Right, we're at my lake house in Butte. My main house is in Austin, Texas, but got me a lake house here in Butte, Mississippi.
See, old Johnny's, but you say I was just over in Texas a few weeks ago at Reverse Legalization Now headquarters.
Yeah.
I did a live broadcast over there, as did Ricky the Reef Free Rabbit. You see, Reverse Legalization Now, we got offices all over the place, so we're just kind of, we go around the nation. Our message of truth is spreading, and it's spreading like wildfire. Just wish it would spread as far as this damn legalization garbage.
It's all about to get cleaned up too.
Oh yeah.
Don't get too used to it out there. If you're in one of the criminal states like Colorado or Washington, Oregon, Illinois is about to go that way.
Yeah, California.
Understand something. It's not going to last long. This is a phase your state's going through, and it's a corrupt phase. We're here turning around. We're about to change it all back. It's about to go back the way it was, where hemp criminals go where they belong, even when they're arrested by the local police.
Exactly. Thing is, the local police, I've spoke to a police officer not too long ago. It says it hurts him to have to be able to let somebody go.
Man, I can imagine. He sees it.
It's like he sees an
right
obvious
there.
crime in place and he can't even do anything about it.
You can't. I mean, I almost say that those local police should arrest the junkies anyway. Just turn them over to federal and international law enforcement. Just go, well, it's still illegal, But they're worried about losing their jobs because they're working for corrupt people. Got a few corrupt mayors and state legislators and stuff. I tell you what, you can't just let hemp criminals float around and do as they will, because we know what they do. We can't tolerate this cannabis creep activity anymore.
That's right, we can't. So, it's like we've really been out there working and fighting, and where you get laughed at by the marijuana criminals. Hey, I want some of that too now.
Well, it is mine, but we'll get more later.
All right, that's fine. That's some good vodka. What is that called? Effen or whatever the fuck it's called?
Effen.
Oh, Effen. Effen, yeah.
E-E-F-E-N.
Oh, Effen. Yeah.
There is some other vodka called Effen. I haven't tried that yet. I wonder if it has good vitamin and mineral qualities to it.
That's right.
I get my vitamins from my vodka. It's my medicine.
I'm gonna see if we got some comments from folks. We only got one person watching us. So I wonder where everybody did went.
We anybody out there with any questions? We can answer them. Who has a scientific question we can help you with?
No buzz on your can. Can't keep. They keep drugs out of prison cells, Brian. That's what the guards are there for.
Yep. Called guards.
Yep. I like the way you think, Jethro. It's Jethro, but
thank you very much.
Miller Lite is better. Oh man, I almost want to report you again just for slamming the best beer. Bud Light is better. You saying Miller is better? Yeah, this addict's definitely on drugs. But
pretty much any beer is good medicine, though. I mean, it's just you got the right idea. Drinking beer medicine.
Well, I like my beer medicine. It keeps me sane and happy.
My vodka. I also like to add to my health regimen here and there with, some good, nutritious pharmaceutical supplements and smoke some good old mineral tobacco.
Oh, I smoke plenty of mineral tobaccos, though I had to cut back on, it was like, I don't know. I probably should go back to smoking some more of my mineral tobaccos.
We get a lot of nutrients from mineral tobacco. I mean, that's where a lot of our major nutrients come from. You can't get it in, regular vegetables and stuff. You have to use medicinal alcohol to get all the nutrients you need.
Exactly. So, just real quick, folks, we got a few questions to ask everybody. So, one thing, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope y'all are out there partaking of safe, legal alcoholic beverages like us.
Last time we did the live broadcast, I put a challenge out there. And I said, who out there can name one good thing any stoner junkie has ever done? We didn't get an answer.
No,
nobody can answer that question.
Nobody has answered that question. Stoner junkies have never done anything.
They're completely worthless. You can't do some kind of poison that makes you worthless and then do stuff that's worth something. It's not going to happen. People, I mean, there are these horrible musicians who did weed. I mean, they got famous because they had connections through the big marijuana corporation.
I mean, they had the Beatles, they're probably one, God almighty,
Man.
I cringe every time I hear the Beatles.
All right, well, Danforth said this one time, you want to hear what the Beatles sound like? Just take a metal rod and then put it in a lawnmower blade when it's moving. That's the Beatles.
Exactly.
You'll get this fat beat and go, oh, that's what they sound like. You don't need to do anything more than that. You got it. That's the sound.
Exactly. You know what else you hear when you hear the Beatles is like, because it's brain rot, and that's what it was. They were one of the first bands to promote marijuana drug use here.
Yep, they did. They did it. That's why John Lennon got the death penalty. They was over there encouraging marijuana use. George Harrison got attacked by one of the stoner junkies he inspired to do weed drugs.
Exactly.
Then he caught cancer from it too. The stoner junkie stabbed him with a used ball needle. That was how George Harrison got cancer.
Yep. And the same happened to Bob Marley. Actually, Bob Marley already had the weed cancer. And I think we got one more comment. Let me take a look down here in the comment section. Damn, where are all these viewers tonight? Oh, never mind. Nope, never mind.
Who can name anything good ever done by a marijuana hemp criminal? One thing, just one. Say, we'll be watching. See what you got.
I don't think these marijuana criminals got much of anything. I feel like breaking out into a song though. I did old Ricky Lee behind that electric guitar.
Yeah, right there.
I think I'm gonna break out in song.
Hey man, looks like Gilbo left the synthesizer right here.
Yeah, you want to play around with it?
All right, let's do
it. Yeehaw! Grab up that that guitar pick is in my pocket. So I'm mostly acoustic player, but hey, I play around with an electric guitar. That's right.
Yeah!
Woo! Sir Jam. You know what I like to call this jam? Weed-free justice jam. I got a setting you could put this on. There we go.
I like my other setting too.
Don't that just sound like some good old Christian music, though?
Christian techno country.
Man, that sounds good, though, Jethro. I just feel like all the endorphins are running through my brain hearing this man play.
The sound of our movement right here.
I love it. I love it. doesn't our movement have such a wonderful style, folks? Hey, let me start off the song. I got a song I just wrote. Oh, yeah. If you think someone is taking marijuana, that's right. That just sounds beautiful.
All right.
And regular
And the water spirit take on Stoner Junkie Legion.
Yep. All right. Now, I think we might have one more comment now. Maybe. Maybe not. Seems like Stoner Junkies like to play games with us or pretend like they're commenting. Nope.
We got some support here, and I appreciate that. That's right. We appreciate all you supporters out there chiming in, and thank you for that. Fighting an important war right now. We got little wars making up the big war. Now, Sarah asked, where's our Bible? That's a good question. It's downstairs. Got a Bible here. We got a few creepy pervert stalker baller comments here too.
Now, I see something right here. William Aaron's commenting. I guess I don't see his comment. It's up there. So I guess we're gonna have to look on the phone because Facebook has some lame stuff going on there.
Man.
Yep.
Can't see all the comments?
No, some bullshit that man Facebook got going there.
There's some big marijuana shills working for Facebook.
Oh yeah, they're trying to silence us. William Aaron's comment, I guess I don't see his comment. It's up there. So I guess we got 2 viewers right now. So anyways, yeah.
All right, did you find any comments on there?
Just one from William Aaron's.
Thing is, when I go to the page on my phone, it's a long journey down.
Yeah, same here. We got 2 viewers right now. Anyways, we'll just focus on right now. We got people watching us. Oh, yeah.
You gotta get the Facebook app to see the comments.
Oh, lame how some of this stuff is. Let's see what we got here. Oh.
And you know, the war going on in Canada right now, got a lot of forces there. The Prussian Liberation Tank Offensive, Montana Volunteer Coast Guard, Egyptian Blimp Armada, got the Mississippi Delta Force. Now, we're talking about getting in the Nigerian Cannon Battalion to go in there for backup. They'll help speed up the process. And this mission's gonna make Canada an illegal state again. They're gonna declare hemp cactus illegal like they're supposed to under international law. So Canada, don't be thinking that you're gonna get away with declaring your country a hemp available state where it's legal. That can't happen. Okay, this is the wrong planet for that. So all these special forces are going to get in there and they're going to turn it all around, make Canada safe again.
That's right. Well, the thing is they need to turn Canada back over to England, really, like UK.
Yep, they should have never let it go.
Yep, UK weed drugs are still highly illegal. So, I mean, you think about it, they're still under the rule of UK, Queen Victoria, or what the hell's Queen Elizabeth needs to grab Canada back. And
They just march, you know what? Taking Canada back.
I think I like the British Empire now the more I think about it.
British Empire didn't put up with hemp activity.
Nope.
They wouldn't allow it. Couldn't get away with any of this. Oh, look at me, look at this picture of my weed. Oh, look at this joint. Ooh. None of that going on there. They wouldn't tolerate it.
That's right. Well, you got to think, they had people like Mahatma Gandhi or whatever dude over in India.
Yeah.
He was smoking them weed drugs. That's why he's talking about, oh, we're an independent nation.
That's why he went on his killing sprees.
Yep.
Most violent dictator of all time, just about. He's one of them.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of violent marijuana junkie dictators.
Yep. But, it's like I said before, but, this, in the fight we've been fighting, we've been putting up a good fight, and we've been dealing with a lot of marijuana criminals hating on us, but the thing is, we're not going away. You can't silence us.
Our
you
movement,
try.
reverse legalization now, is a movement, and you will not ever get rid of the spirit of reverse legalization now. It is set in motion. No matter who is a member in, 10 years or whatever, the goal will be accomplished. It's coming.
That's right. Weed Free America's coming. You can't silence our movement. You can't stop our movement. Why don't y'all just get ready for us to take this nation back? Because it's going to happen.
Also, this planet, be thinking, be visualizing hemp-free Earth. It's going to be the next golden age. Visualize it, because that is reality. That's the future you're visualizing.
That's right. And, I mean, you can try to stop the future, but it's coming. It's like there's certain things you can't stop, and the future is one of those things.
There is a 100% chance that the future will end up happening the way it ends up happening. Okay, you're not going to change that. Marijuana will be extinct in 10 years.
And if you use it, you'll be in prison.
So we're going to have all these stoner junkies. We're going to have the space jail by then. They're working on the space jail. They just put a bunch of stoners in a rocket ship and just shoot it off into space. And if they, the stoners want to survive, that's up to them. They can figure it out.
I mean, they don't need oxygen, obviously, because they fill their lungs with smoke. Because, I mean, they
don't care about oxygen.
Space.
They prove that.
Yep, they try to pollute our oxygen. I mean, the quality of air on this planet is in horrible shape just because of marijuana junkies. In fact, Colorado's air quality drifts over to Texas and other states. Is like,
oh man, those pollution clouds kill all the wildlife and all the people and plants and everything that it goes into. You see marijuana fall going into treetops in the forest, it's about to be a desert.
Yep.
There will not be a forest there anymore.
Exactly. It's like we got such a serious problem there. But hey, that's why our nation has gone downhill. But Let's see, how long we been on the air for? We've been on the air for over an hour, so I think we need to go on ahead and what you think, Jeff Bro? You think we ought to call it broadcast? I think we've had our fun for the evening, right?
We made our points, I guess. I mean, we'll see how much the world has changed tomorrow. We know we changed it a little bit.
Yep, I hope everybody tonight, just real quick before we sign off tonight, I just hope everybody tonight has enjoyed our broadcast and learned something, something important, because that's what we're here for, is to spread a message, and not just any message, but a message of truth.
We're over here teaching scientific truth. These are the facts. If you want to research marijuana dangers, you can just go to our Facebook page you're on right now, because that is the major information highway for knowledge on the dangers of hemp cactus. You can also visit Dr. Richard Fitzwell's page, because he's the one who's making all these findings. He's proven them too. We're over here preaching messages based on his work. And also
Right.
Dr. Elsie Lavach and Dr. P. Enos Flasher, Dr. Friendly, they're all contributing to the movement also. Dr. Richard Fitzwell, he is the big medical guru on scientific facts about the reefer tree.
Well, folks, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful evening with us tonight. Some of y'all brought some good points. Some of y'all are just stoner junkies, which y'all all been reporting. Y'all all going to jail.
Yep.
So expect the proper authorities to come take you away real soon. All that good stuff. Well, we're going to go on ahead and cut this short. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And me and Jeff are going to the bar, ain't that right?
Yeah, man, you torn up.
That's
Woo!
right. It's Friday
Man,
night,
you're drunk.
folks. That's
Report
right.
stoners.
That's right.